What is going on? My name is Grant Fasinius, real estate agent in Richmond, Virginia. About to jump to the office right now. We're going to explain the video that we're about to do. Quick little insert. Next video is going to be a 6-month reel on real estate. How's it been so far? Maybe a new day in life. For right now, we're going to talk about renting versus owning and all that fun stuff. So jump to the office now, and then we're going to tail back and finish the video. We're going to talk about renting versus buying. What's the best situation for you? And it's definitely a situational approach to things, whether that be emotional for you and investment-wise, financial reasons, market reasons, all different things. We're going to jump in today, and we're going to break down some numbers for you. So stick tuned. If you like the video, subscribe, like, comment, do whatever you want. But we're going to break it down today. Hopefully this helps you if you're in a kind of decision right now whether you should keep renting, should you start to rent, or should you save up and buy a house and live at your parents' house. Well, we're going to talk about it today, and let's jump in. So let's break it down a little bit. Stereotype is, hey, you're renting right now, you're throwing away money, you'll have nothing to show for it after a couple of years. And that could be true. From a sales point of real estate, say, okay, I'm going to rent in 5 years, save up for a house, and figure it out then. Well, if you do that, well, then after 5 years, say you're paying $1,000 a month, after 60 months, you're throwing away $60,000, right? Might be better to put that money towards a down payment, work with a lender, and after 5 years, you'll gain some equity, you'll gain tax benefits from deducting some property taxes and interest payments, which you can do. So there's benefits of buying a house, and we're just kind of going through it quick here, but all in all, it's really about a situational basis. If you are renting right now, you can't afford a house, that's something to kind of be working towards, and you can talk with the lender as well. But if you are able to kind of put some money down, but you're weary about the market, well, that's another conversation you should have with a real estate agent, because they could tell you that it might benefit you now rather than later, depending on interest rates, the market, on where it's going, where it's projected, and if you can find a deal maybe off market where you don't have to bid up so high and be competitive with your offers way past what the appraised value of a home is. So we're back home now. Had some other stuff to get going with, so only had a couple minutes to record a couple of videos, but we're back here to finish the video. I don't want to get too analytical with all the price breakdowns for renting versus owning. There's a couple videos in the description below that cover all this breakdown. I don't want to do like a 30-40 minute video and bore you to death with all the kind of breakdowns, but I do want to talk about some specific things. Now, there are three ways that you can look at this in the videos below, that you have a fully breakdown analysis of buying versus renting. I would include in this video, okay, there's a third option where you can buy the house and then also use it as an investment. The house itself as an investment to rent out potentially, to share the rent, or to, after a couple of years of living in the house, you move on and then rent out that house completely and have somebody else to pay that mortgage for you. Easier said than done, and it doesn't work for everybody, but I do want to break down the analysis of the three real quick. Doesn't work for everybody, but if I do want to break it down, it might look better on paper than what I'm saying now. Say you have the three options that I just laid out: buying, renting, buying, and then renting out. Say each home cost $300,000. Say with your mortgage payment, your rent payment, and the mortgage payment and then rent out payment, it's all the same, around $1,800 for the $300,000 home. That covers, the interest payments, the mortgage payment, kind of just a quick and easy number just to kind of put on paper. So if you take the mortgage side, if you buying the house, say your mortgage payment is $1,800 and you are living in the house alone, well, you're paying that $1,800. Eventually, after you get along down the road with your mortgage payments and, collectively putting more money to the payment of the house, at the end, when your house is paid off, you have that equity to kind of walk away with. Now, it's a very slow process, but if you look at the renting side, say you split that payment to 3 people and you're only paying $600 a month. Well, after 25, 30 years, you don't have anything to walk away with other than maybe your opportunity cost of putting that extra money away and a stock account that maybe raises 5 to 7% in interest. And then on the flip side of it, you have the $1,800 a month that you maybe split amongst a couple friends. So you buy the house for $300,000, the mortgage payment's $1,800. You have two other buddies help you out pay for that. So they're essentially paying you $1,200 and you're paying $600 towards your $1,800 mortgage, but paying it off. Now, you could do it that way, or you could, maybe just rent out the house completely, pay the mortgage payment for a couple of years, then move on to another house and keep that house while other people rent out that house and pay you that money. Very complicated, a little bit harder process to deal with a property management company or handling it on your own, but it's an investment side of things and it's something to think about other than just looking at the cost and opportunity of buying versus renting. So let's keep all the numbers up right now. If you buy a house, rent a house, buy and rent it out, let's say for a 30-year term. So after buying a house and paying that mortgage rate, the 30-year loan, you walk away with this amount. Given that the appreciation value average return is about 3 to 5% of the home price value that you purchased at after 30 years, along with estimated taxes and closing costs and everything after you've already paid off your house, this is that amount that you walk away with. Renting, this is the amount you walk away with because you're renting for 30 years and you have nothing to show for it afterwards other than maybe your opportunity cost of putting that extra money that you would have paid on the mortgage into an investment account with stocks, let's say average rate of return, give or take 5%. This is your walk away with after that. Then looking at the third option right here, renting out after you purchase. Say for simple numbers, I know there's a lot of other things that contribute to what their payment and payout might be, but let's say that you purchase at the $300,000 house, you pay the $1,800 mortgage by yourself for 2 years, so 24 months of $1,800. Then after that, you go somewhere else, you maybe buy another house, you rent somewhere, you stay at mom's house. Either way, you rent out that house completely and have somebody else pay that mortgage for you for the rest of the 28 years that you have fixed. Now, since you are having somebody else pay down that mortgage for you, essentially you could work in that same stock account or the opportunity cost of you not being able to because you're buying the house and paying that mortgage rent, but you could be paying that into a stock portfolio. So say you have the same 5% return in the stock account plus the other people paying that mortgage. So after 30 years, you'll have that portfolio of stocks, plus you'll have that portfolio of the actual equity that you gained from buying the house in the first place. Now, if you did just want to look at it, hey, buy a house or rent a house kind of thing, like I said, there's videos in the description below. Do a great breakdown of, just the short summary of things, but I did want to include in this video that the breakdown of maybe buying a house and renting it out or having people pay you rent to help with that mortgage payment, which could accelerate your investment. Now, this is just a very short and quick and hard to explain summary of what could happen. Millions of things could impact it on what you might receive, but just kind of a situational basis of what might be right for you, whether you want to buy, rent, or buy and then possibly rent out and use as an investment. If this helped you at all, if you have any questions, like I said, reach out to a lender, maybe a financial advisor, real estate agent like myself to give you that professional advice on what might be best for your situation and what goals that you have in your investment portfolio. So hopefully this helped. Again, I kind of just rambled on this video, but I wanted to get this out in some kind of way. If you do have any questions, hit me up. Otherwise, look out for the 6 months review on the real estate with the updated day in the life. Things have changed. I've closed a lot more deals, got a lot more under contract, and started coaching. So wanted to update you with everything, but for right now, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If this made sense at all, like I said, just want to put this out there with me, just kind of rambling on. Thanks for watching, and hope you guys have a good one.